Good morning and welcome to the Farm and Home Show. I'm your host, Julie Brown, the Warren County 4-H Youth Development Agent, and today my guest is Miss Baylee Belcher. She is a member of the Warren County 4-H Top Dog Club. So let's talk about the dog club before we get into making our treats. Tell me a little bit more about how someone in the community can get involved with the Top Dog 4-H Club.
As long as you're not a cloverbud, so ages 9 through 18, and you have a dog yourself or access to a dog that you can train, you can come on and join.
So what are some of the activities or projects that you all do in the dog club?
Well, our two biggest ones would be dog bowl and dog show. So dog show, of course, is what you actually do with your dogs. That's the whole reason why you need a dog. You'll do things like showmanship, obedience, rally, agility, and costumes, which is everyone's favorite for obvious reasons. And then also dog bowl, which is basically horse bowl or avian bowl, except dogs. So it can be about nutrition, it could be about AKC, it could be about health, literally anything, even a little bit about 4-H, and it's just on a much smaller scale, so it's kind of easier to memorize the questions.
So like one of those questions could be what is the largest dog breed?
I know, Great Dane.
Okay, so let's get started in our recipe, Miss Baylee, that you have here for us. And I know in the past that you all have made this as part of a club, just for the members to give to their dog. And then also you all have made this in the past and donated this recipe to, made the dog treats to donate to the Humane Society here in Warren County.
So first of all, you're gonna need two separate bowls, one of them for your dry ingredients and one of them for your more wet, smooth ingredients. And first step is that you're gonna mix all your dry ingredients together, which will be 1.5 cups of whole wheat flour, half a teaspoon of salt, and then a tablespoon of baking powder. So then I'm going to go ahead and mix them all together, and it shouldn't take very long seeing as it's all a powdery substance. Then moving on to your more wet ingredients, you'll go ahead and mix a cup of milk and a cup of peanut butter, and hopefully not make a mess. And then go ahead and take another spoon and you'll whisk it all together. Next, believe it or not, you're going to combine your dry ingredients with your wet ingredients like so. So go ahead and carefully dump it in there.
So while you're mixing this together, what is a couple other activities and projects that you all do in the club?
Well, off the top of my head, I know there's also skillathon, which is a written form of dog bowl essentially. And you don't rely on teams like you do in dog bowl. That one is just all on your own. Which is one of my favorite competitions. Then there's the Christmas parades. We usually go to either Woodburn or Auburn, and of course it's all fun. You get to dress up. I dress up as an elf. My dog dresses up as Mrs. Santa Claus. And then there's also dog camp, and in previous years, actually the very first year, the two founding leaders, the Amanda and Amanda, hosted their very own dog camp here at the Warren County Extension Office, and that was a huge success because they did it all on their own. I believe they actually got an award for that. And then last year, I know in August, we were able to go to the WKU Expo Center, and they held a dog camp there for the state, and we were able to learn about dog jobs and medical scenarios, and even get to make a craft. And we got to use Play-Doh, adults included, and created your own dog. Some looked like pigs and some looked like actual dogs, so that was very entertaining. Okay. Next, we're going to go ahead and move this bowl, and you're going to put this mixture onto a lightly floured surface, and you're going to knead some of it onto it. That way it's all nice and smoothed out essentially. So you can use your fingers. That's what I'm going to do.
So while she's doing this, after she gets this kneaded out, she's going to roll it out with a rolling pin, and then we're going to use, you've used both cookie cutters, and then also, or you could get like the silicone mats that look like dog paws and bones.
So once you get your rolling pin out and you're ready for that stage, you're going to try to roll it out to get it to about 1/4 of an inch thick. That way it's not too thick or too small. For my dog, since she's a standard Australian Shepherd, I'm going to give her a big treat.
Bake them for about 15 minutes or till they are golden brown. And we hope that you have a great day.
Thank you.